An unforgettable discussion together. I am Femi D. Amele.
Live on 95.1 with Femi D Live, Nigeria Info, Abuja. Let's talk.
Welcome to the show today. It's another good week to keep up with Nigeria Info 95.1. This is Morning Crossfire with Femi D Live. I'm Femi D. Amele. Welcome to the show. Yes, today's the 27th day of November 2023. How was the weekend, especially for the football lovers? Hope the score line represented your team in the best way it can. And for those who threw out their games, it's okay. And for those who were surprised by the rain, hey, Abuja. I go Abuja. Wow. The rain was interestingly disrupting this weekend. For everybody who felt, okay, the rains are done and over. I don't know what your experience was being caught off guard. Like play. It rained this weekend. And I'm sure many people are still recouping and seeing how their roads, their locations, and everything else, they're getting it around and getting it going. But if you're in that category, I wish you well. I wish us well. We do hope for the best as always. Who knows what else is done? Then they tell me that rain cannot fall in November. I will not believe you again. That's the truth. All right, let's get into the headlines for today. Welcome once again to the show.
The Morning Crossfire continues after this.
Let's take a look at some of the biggest stories as we have them across the papers for today. Do remember our review? Well, the stories have been published under the editorial guide of various publishers, and we on Nigeria Info are only informing you of the headlines as we have them for just today.
This is Morning Crossfire.
I've got stories to share with you from The Independent, This Day, The Nation, Daily Trust, and Vanguard newspaper for today. Let's start off with The Independent for today for 27th day of November 2023. Serap asks World Bank to scrutinize loans to Nigerian states. Curfew in Sierra Leone after gunmen attack on military barracks and detention facilities. Also of interest this very morning, Israel vows to restart fighting in Gaza after hostages return. Gunmen kidnap, kill Imo monarch. Investors okay bank fresh recapitalization, urges transparency. All right, I'm looking at other stories. Poverty may trigger aggression, crisis. Alani Pekun warns Nigerian elite. Oriwa to CDS, service chiefs treat Igbo and others in Southeast humanly. NDLEA raids Oshun illicit drug party tagged on Holy Alliance. Land allocations, Wike abusing public trusts, FCT indigents. Vandalization, NSCDC vows to protect national assets and public utilities in Anambra State. Other stories, Oyebanji has capacity to move Ekiti forward, says Segun Oni. Dark chapter for the judiciary is also one of the stories published this weekend from The Independent. And SPDC pledges continuous support for education. Bayelsa community protests military invasion. Edo 2024, PD aspirants lament death of teachers in public school. NMPP women group protests in Kano, demand justice for Yusuf. Northeast Governors Forum seeks alternative power supply. All right, well, these are stories that you can really relate to and then take up to read more about from The Independent. Now to this day. From this day newspaper, you would find Tinubu, federal government working to reintroduce full autonomy to universities. Senate probes 130.8 billion naira CBN's gas intervention funds disbursement. Also of interest, federal government needs producers over rising gas prices as rates surge by 14% in October. NCC urges Nokia to boost investment in research and development. NAFDAC confirms first locally made device for diabetes, HIV, and malaria control. Olanikpeku says majority of Nigerians living in poverty, situation scary. That's according to eminent lawyer there. Women empowerment reduces risk of gender violence, says report. Nigeria to send technical volunteers to 50 countries, says DG DTAC. Financial sector's contribution to GDP shrink by 8.94% to 771.06 billion naira on inflation and forex crisis. That's according to MBS now. Other stories: empowering employees, guides to contributory rights under CPS. Well, pretty much the story's there, but from the politics, as Tinubu's brokers peace in Ondo politics, Army and its two-phase justice system. When appeal court drags judiciary to the into the abscess. Okay, well, that's a story there also from this day. Let's move to The Nation for today. From The Nation newspaper for today, monetary macroeconomic policies direction, monetary macroeconomic direction and outlook. Airline explains diversion of Abuja-bound flights to Asaba. ECOWAS condemns attempt to truncate democratic government in Syria alone. Shuaibu's declaration renews Edo 2024 battle with Obaseki. CBN revises measures to cut food energy inflation. And then you have other stories. Fintech company unveils app. Radio station gets pioneer head of operations. I think that has to do with The Nation. Renew firms oil surveillance contracts. FRC sensitizes drivers on road safety measures. Clerics 6 more palliatives for the poor. Gaza Madus. Okay, that's some story on the side. Other stories from The Nation, you'd find Davido objects to Pinnick suit over breach of contract. Uzodimma turning road to re-election victory. You also find why Elon Musk snubbed me. Odumodu Black speaks about this. You'd also find from The Nation, US SEC may probe OpenAI CEO Altman. All right, well, these are stories here and there from The Nation. Now to Daily Trust for today. Don't blame Western democracy for Nigeria's leadership crisis, ex-minister tells Obasanjo. Kidnapping, FCTA lists worst councils in Abuja. Real reason most Nigerians are always late for events. 5.6 billion naira with project scam. Ex-Nisal boss arrested 11 months after sacking. OIE concrete roads proposer stares debate. I almost dropped out. How to employ 2 lecturers before graduation. Said Oshupa. Okay, yes, he graduated recently, I think, from OAU. It talks about employing lecturers, I think, for his private tutelage. Traders of Kwara Market Farm say over 100 million naira lost. Anambra Catholic priest remanded for impregnating teenager. Military wipes out terrorists hiding on Borno mountains. Dilapidated power plants, erratic supply stunts Nigeria's economy. Tinubu dragging us to our graves, Sule Lamido speaks about this. Other stories of interest from Daily Trust for today. ECOWAS court orders amendment of Nigeria Press Council Act. Federal government targets 1.9 million barrels per day crude oil production. Agri sector's contribution to economy declined in third quarter, says NBS. Kogi government queries paramount ruler over alleged partisan politics. Nasarawa FA chair to sponsor 15 for coaching course. All right, well, these are stories here and there. Wike Fubara feud continues to put Rivers on the edge. Finally, let's round up by looking at Vanguard for today. From the Vanguard newspaper for today, these are the set of stories that may interest you. Serap to World Bank. Suspend loans to states over misspending. Abba Beni visits Sanwo-Olu in Lagos. Task Nigerians on unity. Hardship. More Nigerians opt for loans to make ends meet. Federal government hints at reintroducing full autonomy for Nigeria's universities. Hardship. More Nigerians opt for loans to make ends meet. 5 dead as bandits clash with security agents in Katsina. Women group protest in Kano. Fourth appeal court verdict. How to prevent electoral shambles in Nigeria. Professor Atairu Jaga. Federal government reviews draft policy on local vaccine manufacturing. 17 hostages arrive in Israel as Hamas seeks extension of truce. Tinubu inherited government that was almost in coma. Dakpo Abiodun. It worked against us. Rivers APC rejects Okocha as new caretaker chairman. Other stories, APC and NPP supporters shelf plant protest in Kano. How Tinubu blocked moves to oust Akeredolu. Dismissed Catholic priest remanded in prison for alleged raping teenager. 8 die, 6 injured in Kwara auto crash. Teacher slums, dies in Ogun State. All right, well, these are stories you want to read up more about. As we have it, 6 governors scaled through second judicial hurdle. All right, let's listen to your views. Do remember the stories I just read out have been published under the editorial guide of various publishers. And we on Nigeria Info have only informed you of the headlines as we have them for today.
This is Morning Crossfire.
All right, we'll take a good listen to your views as we take your calls on 0700 951 0000. You can also join in on 080 9597 4869. And on WhatsApp, call or send your message on 080 999 301 37. Yes, you do have those numbers. I believe you do. We're streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube. I look forward to reading what your thoughts are or comments are on those platforms. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Dr. Femi D. Amale. Amaria, how are you doing? God bless you. Abakar from Gwagwalada.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you. We are appealing to Israeli to please respect and extend the ceasefire deal so that the humanitarian gesture will continue. Please, Israel is a great country and they will not be greatest if they continue violating fundamental humanitarian life of others. Please, we are appealing. We hope international community will prevail. It is true what the son Olara Nepe said. The people have been pushed to the wall extremely. Millions of Nigerians live in abject poverty, live unprecedented. Please, losing authority, Mr. President, we should reverse setting economic policy. If not, there will be social eruption. Thank you. God bless you.
All right. Thank you for your view. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Doctor. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's Obasanjo from Amadi.
All right, Obasanjo, let's hear from you.
Thank you. Good morning, Nigeria. Abuja. We morning. Thank you. The truth is, we're only saying it day in, day out. We are not scientists. But what is happening in our country, at least, what is happening in the community, what is happening in the street, poor man in the country. I am telling you, Femi D, will not be longer. You will see Nigeria will change up in the whole country. But because a lot of issue on ground is stopping Nigeria. It's stopping Nigerians in our heart.
Okay.
We can no longer eat. Feed. A Nigerian cannot feed. A fighter country that is to boost up in agriculture. What is the system of government telling? If you're a leader, what is that telling you?
Okay. Omale, thanks for your view.
Doctor,
Yes, good morning. I need to take some few more calls. I really am pressed for time. Okay.
Nigeria, wake up.
Thank you. All right. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, my name is KGB.
All right, welcome.
Yeah.
Let's hear you.
Somebody said that Tinubu and the APC have dragged us to the grave, or what do you call it, or dragging us. No, not dragging us. Have already dragged Nigeria.
No, well, the headline didn't say they have dragged Nigeria into the grave.
How I can say it is that tell me any segment, any section, any segment that is working, or that is anything to write home about. Tell me any segment. Someone can call and tell me this is what is working in Nigeria. Positively, if not negatively. Then that is that. On Israel Hamas, please, I feel on Israel to restrain, to play it gently, but not to give up taking over taking over 100% of Gaza's security outright. They should take the Gaza security A to Z, but they should mellow so that human beings can live.
Thank you for your view.
Human beings can be saved. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, interesting view. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, welcome.
Yes, sir. My name is Abila.
Abila, good to connect with you.
Yes, sir. On the issue of Sule Lamido saying Tinubu is gradually driving us to our grave, Mr. Femi, I think the man is right. Because Nigerians are forced to beg, Nigerians are forced to steal, and Nigerians are forced to go into some.
No, nobody can force you to steal. You choose to steal.
Because of the economic situation, Mr. Femi. If some people can bear it, some people cannot bear it.
No,
some people can take control of their heart, some people cannot take care of.
I understand your words, but I'm saying that nobody can force anyone to steal. It's always a choice.
Okay, Mr. Femi. I was in the market on Saturday. So somebody tapped me. I was like, I did as if I didn't feel that somebody touched me. So when I get to where I was to buy something, that lady came and stood where I was buying something. She said, I said, how can I help you? She said, sir, please help me. I want to buy gari. I said, how much is it? She said, they say maybe it's 450 and I'm having 200 naira. So I was forced to help this lady. I helped her, and because the money I helped her, I was supposed to pay for my Okada back home. I had to take with the load I had, but I was satisfied because I helped somebody and I trekked down home. So this is the situation we find ourselves in this country, Mr. Femi. The government should do something. The economy is not smiling at all. Thank you, Mr. Femi, for this opportunity.
Thank you so much for your view on this. Okay, and I agree with you. The hardship is really intense. It is really intense. Dr. Mrs. Olibera from Uri says on shortage of lecturers, the truth of the matter is that we're losing our erudite lecturers to other countries where their services are most needed. This Japa syndrome has affected Nigeria in all ramifications and is a very bad development. If the situation is not arrested, we'll lose our able-bodied young people and be faced with retired old people who have run out of ideas. So worrisome and unfortunate. That's a view on that. Also, Francis from Enugu State says, good morning, Femi, and keep up the good work. Akaya Tony says, good morning, Femi. Moazu John Lasisi from Jigo Buhari says, rain, unbelievable. But we thank God it's a new week. Also, keeping up with other message. Okon Ekpo says, good morning, Femi. How was your night? B.M. Changabila says, good morning, Femi. Cleric 6, more palliative for the poor. What about the 5 billion that was given? How was it disbursed? That's your question. All right? Okay, I do have some more messages, and I'll read them more after the break this very morning. But coming up, views and the deals brokered for Ondo State leadership and much more. In the next hour, we examine this. I'll be back.
Let's talk about
Nothing breaks the news like the news. Trust me, I can prove it. I do it every morning on Morning Crossfire from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Nigeria Info 95.1, and I'm Femi D. Amele. Join the biggest conversation around national politics every day in a way that is trustworthy, full of passion, and yes, covers the biggest politics and the stories that matter to you. See, you have all the reasons to find out what's going on in Nigeria and be engaged differently. Let's talk. That's the way to go, even this morning.